Hey guys, it's Cloudy. How are you all? As you probably know, the summer anime season has been out for a couple of weeks now. I myself have been catching up on different series, trying out new anime, and overall just like trying to pick and choose what I want to follow for this season. I've watched about 2 to 4 episodes for all of the shows that have come out, and I'm here to talk about my final picks for this season. So without further ado, let's get started. The summer anime season is always one of my favorites. A lot of slice of life, romance, and cute comedy shows tend to release this season. The first show that I watched was Senpai wa Otokonoko, which follows a boy in high school. His name is Makoto, and Makoto actually likes to dress up as a girl. Not for fun, but because he feels more comfortable when he's in girls' clothes, in a wig, and enjoying all the cute things that life has to offer. I actually found Makoto's struggle really relatable, not because I myself have had gender identity struggle issues, but because I could relate to the sort of emotional vulnerability that was portrayed throughout the show. The slower emotional moments where we can hear each character's internal monologue is one of the shining points of the show. There's a lot of pressure in Asian society and Japanese society to fit in, and for people who identify outside of the gender that they were born with, definitely go through a lot of obstacles, and we can see a little bit of light shed on that experience through this series. My favorite character so far is Aoi, who is this super cute underclassmen girl who just follows Makoto around. She doesn't have a crush on Makoto as a girl or a boy. I think she just thinks Makoto is so cute. She has a crush on him as a person, which I think is a beautiful part of the show. I love seeing them slowly get together closer, and I just love seeing Makoto slowly come out of his shy shell. As he truly embraces his personality and his true self, slowly more and more people gravitate around him too. Next, I want to talk about Dungeon no Naka no Hito, which is like the people who live in the dungeon. Have you ever wondered what goes behind the scenes in a dungeon? Well, what if I told you that you could get a part-time job at a dungeon and just, hang out with all the monsters and the dungeon administrators? I don't know, would you take up that job offer? Personally, for me, that was the most interesting part of the show. I've never seen a fantasy show delve into the sort of like meta, self-aware dungeon life. So we follow our main character, Clay, who's in the search for her father, who disappeared in one of the higher levels of the dungeon. She ends up being recruited by the administrator, Belle, and her daily tasks include refilling treasure chests, fighting other explorers, bringing resources to the adventure guilds, and just doing a lot of like slice of life menial work related to the dungeon. I don't know why, I come home from work and I want to watch a series that's about work, but the art style is really cutesy and charming, and it's just very intriguing. Like, why would this dungeon setup have an admin system? And what happens to people who get to like a high level? The mystery surrounding Clay's father and the sort of knowledge that he knows, or his secret identity, that's a really intriguing part of the show as well. So I am waiting to see what's going to develop from it, and maybe I have to take a look at the original source material too. Next, I watched Shoushimin, which is about 2 really genius people who want to be ordinary people. A lot of anime fans have compared this show to Hyoka, which was also like a slice of life, cozy mystery anime that came out tons and tons of years ago from KyoAni. This show is not by KyoAni, but it has a very atmospheric, slow burn kind of thriller vibe that really draws you in. Even though not a lot is happening, there are a lot of details that are put into the visuals, and they are details that are essential to solving certain mysteries or riddles that are placed throughout the episodes. So if you're someone who is very perceptive, you like detailed anime storytelling, this would be a show that would be really great for you. All right, the next one is a anime that actually has short episodes. The episodes are really only like 12 to 15 minutes long. It's called Katsute Mahou Shoujo to Aku wa Tekitai shiteita. Super long name, but it basically means that the magical girl and the evil lieutenant from hell used to be enemies. And that basically tells you everything you need to know about the show. Why do you want to watch the show? If you like ships where there's this like cold-hearted guy with a super sweet girl, where there's like a good and bad dynamic to the characters, kind of like enemies to lovers, romance, cutesy fluff, this is the show to check out. I don't know why, like there are so many other more intriguing world-building shows or psychological shows or thriller shows or mystery shows, but I'm just into this kind of like mindless, cute fluff. The animation is quite pretty. Our magical girl is super cute. I love the magical girl transformation sequences. The lieutenant is hilarious. I love his reactions to the magical girl. He's like super down bad for her, and the dynamic is just so entertaining. It's like short, sweet episodes that are brainless and fun to watch every single week. Next, let's talk about Nare, Hana. Nare, Hana is a cheerleading slice of life show that takes place in a high school. It kind of has the same setup as a lot of idol shows. Basically, a group of girls who belong to a certain club or share a hobby. They have a dream and goal that they want to accomplish, so they work together to get to that certain goal. A lot of the girls come from different backgrounds with different skill sets, and they have different reasons for joining the cheerleading club. There's a quiet girl who likes the parkour. There's like the fairy of the school. She's sort of like an academic go-getter. She cheerleads. There is a girl with a very sickly body and physique, but she loves cheerleading. Our main character, she watched her teammate fall from one of the cheerleading moves and got injured, so she has some trauma she's dealing with. And overall, I just really like the diverse amount of perspectives that was showcased in this series. I also feel like the characters are very distinguishable and very easy to tell apart. I am someone who's watched a lot of Love Live series, and at some point, a lot of the girls' designs start to blend together. So the fact that all of these girls have very specific colored highlights under their hair, they have like peekaboo highlights and they're all different. That makes it very easy to distinguish the characters, and also a lot of the voice acting as well. And there are not many overlapping personalities in the group, so it's very easy to catch on to the show. It had a slow start in the first 2 episodes, but I feel like as more events happen throughout the series, you slowly get more attached to the characters, and that draws you in to keep watching. Finally, I'm going to be talking about Make Heroine ga Oosugiru. The title is a little bit funny, and when I first started watching the show, I didn't really know what to expect. It is under the category of like comedy and romance, but I didn't feel like there was that much romance at the beginning. I feel like what this show aims to do is subvert a lot of like high school romance tropes and also create comedic situations out of those events. Each character is down on their luck in some kind of way when it comes to romance. We have unrequited romance, we have someone who has been rejected, someone who has just confessed, someone who's never experienced romance before, and it's interesting to see how these so-called romantic losers end up becoming friends. So the story is very character driven. If the characters weren't attractive and charming, you wouldn't want to keep watching. So overall, I have this feeling that the show has potential and that it is gonna do something that is very different in the genre. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my quick vlog on the summer anime releases. Hopefully it is a quick vlog after editing. I don't really know how long these vlogs will turn out sometimes. And let me know in the comments below what you are watching this season. There are a couple of other fantasy shows that I watched but I didn't mention here. So whatever you guys are watching, let me know. Let's talk about it. And I will see you guys in my next video very soon. Bye!